Alright, let's get down to business. And before we do this sort of business, I'm gonna start off by stealing one of his artifacts. Because these are some good stuff that he has. But the one that strikes me fancy is the water clock. Because you know how the past couple of rulers never really had much in the way of learning. Except for those who are born quick. And it would be nice to have some extra learning if we can get this water clock, which was developed 1,000 years ago in ancient China. The water clock is a means of tracking time by the movement of the water. Even though I'm taking an awful risk, because he's got good intrigue and martial. But, fortunately, in Kashka, now he's got an artifact vault, so it's pretty risky. And I know I've always had issues with this man, but I need some help. For the time being. You're a loyalist. I mean, I've always wanted to get rid of him. But first, you're going to help me steal that clock. This is why I made you Aran's Babo. You will help me. With our combined martial skill, I hope we could do well together. Even though I'm a bit out of patience. Aniska, skilled tactician. Fortunately, you become gluttonous, which one day you might become fat. Or would you like to be a shield maiden to serve your country? She will. And I guess you can be groomed too. At least men will like you more. I mean, it's not unusual to see a good-looking shield maiden that doesn't get herself uncooved unless the warrior lodge says otherwise, if they want her. I mean, she's got good martial, so... Matter of fact, you are the first of the new generation of shield maidens. Chatis will be next. And those three will come along eventually. And you are the heir. Since I'm 39 years old, I'm getting close to an age where I cannot be pregnant anymore. Which is a shame. Because, you know, they want sons, not daughters, to rule Sogdiana. Which it'll soon turn into the Empire of Turan. The Turan Empire, excuse me. That's more, you know, proper. And I might have you tutored. Who can tutor you? Let me see. I mean, supposedly, you're a nice girl, but there's no room for being nice. You gotta toughen you up somehow. Or alternatively, you know, I'm a bit of a skillful administrator myself. And not so much on diplomacy, nor the intrigue. Maybe you will be tutored by someone else, but we need someone better. If there's anyone in the court that it could be good at war. Although, we already have him, and he's been in prison for a long while. Never mind then, just get out of here before... Whoa, excuse me, I mean no ransom. No interest in him? I mean, we can recruit him, but he's a bit malnourished, so... No, we need someone better. We'll let him die in here. As I said before, clearly there's got to be someone better. That's what this is for. Oh wow, where were you when you needed most? But an attractive one. Okay, I got a thing. They're gonna get along just fine. Just hang on. Mashat the lion. they call him. You know, we could have easily had a pact together, but again, I have no sons. And anyone a nephew? I mean, of course not, but lives in another realm. Like I thought, okay, once he becomes heir, I mean, may never know, he could drop dead right now, so this is probably our chance. And you're the youngest, so you'll get it. And I'll even go for matrilineal too. But honestly, I just want Tocharians to rule. I don't want Sogdians to rule, because I imagine the Turan Empire of being a Sogdian West and a Tocharian East. That is my vision for it. And plus, it's going to take a while, so it's years ahead. It's only a matter of time before we change our mind. It's just years ahead. Not sure we're going to change our mind. Anyways, so we arrived at his capital, Kashgar, instead of that faulty text from the mod. As expected, it's heavily guarded. There are a group of guards at the main door, servants' entrance at the back, and a window near the stables. I'm gonna force my way inside. It depends on my combined physical strength. I mean, I'm a shield maiden. He's the Duke of Karasha, while the Prince of Khotan, or known by its alternate name of a Tocharian culture, which I forgot the name of. Well, I'll have that talked about in the future. Yeah, he lives there, so therefore he approves it because he's a lower title. Not to mention good stuff. You know, you do have children of your own. Yep, they call him the evil. He extremely hates me now. So we managed to evade most patrols until I come outside treasury. 2 board guards stand between me and my prize. We gotta rush them before they raise the alarm. You'll be fine. Now that I've dealt with the guards, I'm free to search the treasury for my target. Time is short and the treasury is filled with documents, jewels, and many miscellaneous items. I was reminded from that conflict earlier. Oh no, the Zoroastrians are not heirs anymore. Blast. It would have been nice for... Well, there's still a chance. They're both old men. Well, one's older. They can't get rid of. Well, let's just hope old age gets to the best of both of them. But yeah, we'll hope so. Oh, I don't like my chances, so... We have to search frantically, making a lot of noise. If he finds out that I'm stealing his stuff, and he hates me so much, I think that man's gonna kill me. Vanessa, it's time for you to join the Warrior Lodge. You are a shield maiden, but they see something more in you. Hope you prove this. Oh, and one more thing. You now hold the long sword of the Kayani dynasty. That's Roxana's old sword. May it serve you well. Go contact my friend Kira. The Unfaithful, they call her. Oh! Take it too long and some guards found me. So I'm going to fight my way out, but there's lots of them, so 10% chance I may get imprisoned, 20% chance I may get wounded, or I'll become, it's like either that or I'll become imprisoned. Okay, rephrase that one more time. 10% chance I get imprisoned without being unscathed, 20% chance I may get wounded and then get imprisoned, but there's a 70% chance that I would escape, but I'll get wounded in the process. Okay, I'm wounded, but I was able to get out of there. Yep, failed in my heist. Yep, I could see he's, you know, just mad as he always is. We're gonna have him arrested right now. And I don't know what crime he's committed, because it doesn't say why, but I think I probably know. I mean, he was malcontent throughout the whole council. Advisor Tarkon doesn't help it either. But he's very mad at me because I sold part of his county to this Pecheneg settler, which he brought his family over here. But they're Zoroastrians. What are you worried about? You could say, yes, I made some moves in which didn't favor some of them politically. My young daughter has joined me for dinner tonight and not stopped talking about her initiation. It was exhilarating, Mother. Now I'm one of the Eagle Warriors. I knew you had it in you, Ranitsa. Which, again, you're wounded. Which she got a concussion. Oof. But you got a dual victory. So you were able to win the initiation duel. And glad to see you have that hairstyle. That's distinctively... I don't know. Like I was about to say, that's Sogdian hairstyle, isn't it? Because I've seen portraits of Sogdian women in actuality that they kind of have hairstyles like that. Now you will carry on the legacy once I'm gone. But anyways, I'll have to get into business now because we have money to make. Well, as for you, you're going to the... Oh wait, that's the other guy. You're going to the big house. Although I don't think it's the correct term. But this is to increase the arrest chance. So put him in cash guy. And see how much it increases. As my efforts of gaining wealth grow all more determined, I sleep less and less, since sleeping is not a profitable behavior. I must have more gold. Already I've become stressed because I said we need to make some more money. Now I must have more. It'll change a bit. You're definitely going for Marshall, even though you're the ugly of the... So you could say she's the pretty one. Well, this one's the ugly one. So, yeah. Call the accursed. Old man, fight civil. Okay, now what's the arrest chance? Hasn't changed. Is it not? Okay. He was able to manage to best her, but he doesn't like me for it. He thought it was so beneath. Give it a moment, it'll change percentage because it hasn't been a month. And I've composed my book. Everyone knows I've spent several years directing the work on my book. That was quick. When today I'm presented with a final product. The scribes are almost crying in relief, and I'm nothing short of all of our hard work. This has been all the worth of hard work. The Vestatiari. Let's get that off. I keep forgetting to switch back to that sword. It's more effective for the cavalry. We didn't do that in the Chinese War. And I'll be sure to give away Kama Sutra book whenever they have a more open emperor. Again, I can't read this because that belongs to Indo-Aryans. Oh hey, since I have that learning skill up, equip all these study books. I'll look up that book that I just composed in a moment. Okay, here it is. Written by the great hunter Banebshen Nazgol of Sogdiana. This is a treatise on the topic of beasts that roam Sogdian lands and how to best them, using my own cunning and bravery. ups the vassal opinion a bit, and ups the sex appeal a bit more. So it can be guaranteed that once I pass, the men all around this realm are going to be liking her. But it's a little dangerous to me. Hope that she's not seduced by someone. And she has a feud with a Serbian Tengri man by the name of Zvonimir. You've already been winning some duels, have you? You'll get better. Doesn't look like it's getting any better. If it's a rebellion, so be it. We can deal with it. Oh, we got him. That's because I'm getting tired of your sass. And calling me a tyrant and whatnot. Retrieve. Retrieve is different from seizing. Oh, so they say that, you know, he's a traitor to his country, but that doesn't mean I can revoke him, no? Well, I can finally get that water clock I wanted, but he's going to be released from prison. But we can arrest him again. Oh, by the way, for taking that water clock, does that mean the vassals did not like me for what I just pulled? No, it doesn't say. Okay, I get it. I mean, I hope that, you know, he betrays his country, so that way I can do something else and I can get away with it. So, what else? What else can we steal? Or take from? This thing. That also we need. You'll be going back in the big house. Why do you say big house? That means court, isn't it? That's an American saying, mind you. We got the water clock, and here's this other thing. That's the tapestry of Ytarimypoy. This beautiful tapestry depicting a scene from a market on the Silk Road. Looking at it can hear almost a jingle of coins and a chattering of a dozen languages, like Sogdian, Tocharian, Saga, Persian, Arabic, any language that goes along with it. Reduces the build cost a bit. This will help for the castle building, which I need to get at least 1,000 gold before I start building castles, and then make another 1,000 gold to create titles. But unfortunately, we have to spend money on keeping these flax fields maintained. And the resource that we're still looking for. Oh, and you're going back to jail again. Now he's rebelled. There we go. That's what I wanted, so that way we could revoke his titles and give it to some more competent Shaka man. Let's just hope those Tocharians better not declare war to retake some of the territories that they've lost. Because I think we need a separate Pamir. Hey. Hey, Khan. I know you want the control, but... And look at you, just like your father. You would be the most competent merchant. And you want to start a family? Well, don't get concubines before, you know, you get her, but do we have an agreement? I mean, we have a non-aggression pact already, so forming an alliance, however, that will not suffice, but you and I are going to get along. Let's be fast friends. The non-aggression pact is signed because of the betrothal before I have my mind changed, but no, it's going to be that way. Turn around. I said turn around. They're going to be going for Samarkand. going for Kashgar. Hey, would you like to join the war? Yeah, or monetary help? Well, we do need the money, so... You got plenty. I don't care, I'll take any. Just gimme. Bottle of Sentinel and a warm bath greeted me as I returned to my chambers. My husband offered to listen to my problems as he gently turned it to my body. Although I appreciated the gesture, the dark thoughts in my head remain unchanged. Another day, another farmer and his pig to listen to. That's because I'm stressed. His low diplomacy skill has failed him. That's what that's all about. Can't catch him. Okay, he'll join my war instead of paying what I wanted. Alright, get back to the original job. Assignment. What now? Oh yeah, Zunbil is still at war with Kashgar because of Holy War. But they will not assist us on the siege because that's none of his business. This better work. I got some money out of this. Oh, a tannery, that's a good one. But we need to borrow money from the Jews again. Now get to work. A tannery in this county. That's good. Because there's money in that. And if you are a member of the Trade League, that means we get a bunch of linen cloths and hides. I would love to get back into the Trade League Society one day, but it's not going to happen in this character's lifetime, nor hers, as she's, you know, visibly scarred now. But don't worry. Men like scars on a woman. Well, that depends on what kind of scars. If they're scars of battle, they can respect that. Makes it attractive that way. To see a warrior woman with the scars to prove it. They blinded you. What happened over there? You were never caught. I mean, I did send you to the Byzantine Empire to spy on them, but I guess he was wounded and then blinded. He wasn't imprisoned, otherwise they would have informed me. Ah, Cousin Namdar. One who fought against me. I got an assignment for you. Hope he gets caught and never come back. I could not fail to notice how joining the Eagle Wars seems to roughen up my daughter. The training she's going through is undoubtedly getting results, but also turning my sweet, delicate daughter to a coarse, foul-mouthed fighter. As long as it's making her stronger. Okay, she's no longer groomed, but she's brawny now. It doesn't matter. She's still pretty in some men's eyes, especially the brawny part. Manichaeism is at it again. Glad you're still with us, Nana. Hey, friend. You know you're suffering from cancer. Still, you're one of the good ones. It's a lot of holdings he has. Don't damage him too much. Because, you know, we still have a future war against China one day. And don't destroy that trade post. And he just became a man. We got children. Okay, we're not planning on expanding anymore anytime soon. Just assault. These are poorly developed territories. They're easy to get. Hazarasp a frog. Different Hazarasp. No reason. Oh, him assassinating another vassal, don't mind one bit. Pay no attention to it. And we'll have you deal with later. Nope. Chatis, who's, you know, stressed after becoming diligent, but she's brave and paranoid. You'll be the next shield maiden too. And maybe the warrior lodge will call upon you to join. I know my heir has. Guess we'll be just taking these areas without a fight. I'll actually hold here. They're probably going to come to take Kashgar back. Hold position. We're going to come to get them soon. Because all you need to do is win one battle, and that's that. And the Manichaeans will be dealt with too. They made you commander as well. Pressing the Tocharians into service. Who the hell do these Chinese think they are? Now they're coming. We got them. Guess that's their court decision. We do have one, but... Shot the Persian. You're going back to jail, but this time you stay in prison. And suffering from consumption. Well, good. At least your son will look at me more positively. I mean, there's no other interesting artifacts I would like to take. This is just prestige and piety. The rest of them is just books. Now... Oh, and, will not ransom you. Actually, no. Manichaean first. Because remember, we need to get to castle building. I've grown tired of the young men who try to seduce me. I just don't feel lustful anymore. Fine by me. Getting old anyhow. Now, My daughter has been stewing in her studies in favor of training with the other fighters. Is it possible to sit her down and to read a book? That's how it should be. More martial skill. Like wrong guy. I got another Tengri revolt. Why haven't you converted these people yet? Now they are Sogdian. Yes, Sogdian culture. Only Kiva remains Persian. Actually, split them in half. You keep going, deal with them. You'll be fine. Kunkak, you're the one who moves the army the fastest. Keep them cornered. Oh, we are still going to catch them anyhow. Because we are that fast. You fool. If Shah of Khotan drank skull from his enemies, I ask the recruit. Nods eagerly. I laugh. I put my arm around her conspiratorially. Of course, there's a secret chamber back home in Afrasiab, where he's rumored to brave in their blood. The recruit grows pale. Have you heard about the one with Vishtab and the horse? Now I get center of attention. And let's not forget that Shah of Khotan is the one that created the skull cap. Cup. There you go. Oh, easy for me to say. Now we go deal with this lot. Want my Shieldmaiden daughter to be commander. Hopefully she picks up leadership traits through this. We're not in defense right now. It's time for you to prove your worth. You're coming with me. Oh god, more Manichaeans. More to kill. Now you want the ugly one to join. Instead of Chatis, who's, you know, ready. But whatever. If that's what they ask, they shall receive. Hey, that's a Christian saying, not a Zoroastrian saying. We don't use those words in this house. Now, let's make some money. Again, whatever puts down these uprisings just means more prestige and increases the moral authority a little. She lost the initiation duel, but she's brawny nonetheless. She'll get better. So let's make some money, build some castles, and then afterwards, create some titles, and then the Empire is formed. Don't even think about it. If they do go through here, we're gonna get them ourselves. Let's go catch them. War chest is built. We'll use it to spend it on a castle. You're buying land to build a castle there. Old Nana, who is the first ever and the eldest of the Shieldmaidens. And she's got a cat to prolong her life a little. Husband's been putting in the work. Dirty Manichaean heretic. Did you pick up a leadership trait yet? No? Not yet. But you need to get rid of that kind trait. Because your kindness is going to hinder you. I know it. Think. What's... Castle! Highway robber band. Oh, that doesn't affect the construction. So. And plus, with a fort there, it actually lowers the price when you build such things compared to if there's a county with more open land. I mean, take here for example. I mean, it would have cost this much, and building this, reduced, when you have a fort. And I think it would replace it, wouldn't it? Alright, tannery in Odasana is finished. And that's good money. Kashgari Revolt. Hey, since you're in prison, I want you to surrender to that revolt. Which is, by the way, what is it about? Marzuban Muliman's claim. Muliman. Oh, he's from Pamir. At least you're nicer. And I'm sure by then you'll probably want a position on the council. All I could say is, hey, surrender. And I'm sure there's something he would ask in return is, wants to be out of prison. You're possessed? Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, possessed does give you a bit of a combat skill. It's just you think there's a member of there's somebody that worships Ahriman in this realm and making people possessed and the commands, and they're more likely than yeah. Stop being so paranoid. She's not going to rule the country. She's just going to be a shield maiden like the rest of her sisters. I wish I could comply with your desire, but I cannot simply surrender to the dastardly activity of the Kashgari revolt. I stand to lose too much. The law says that this is treason. But the consumption will take you. Just be glad that you are not executed today. The followers of Arjuna. The Hindu faith is one of the oldest religions in the world. Yet nothing will last forever unless defended. Therefore, a great effort's been made to establish a new holy order. They call themselves the followers of Arjuna. Led by the fearless warrior named Jayasimha, they swear to answer the call of our devoted followers of Brahma, and to help them in their wars against the infidels, and prove themselves worthy of the name Arjuna. Ha! As if such rabble would save them. Now there's a Hindu holy order. So that would make fighting against the Afghans a little bit tougher. The Bulls of Ripshaba. The followers of the Jain faith have always followed the central tenet of showing respect to all living creatures and to refrain from violence. But even the most peaceful men must occasionally go to war. As such, the new order has been founded, named the Bulls of Ripshaba. They swear loyalty to all Jain rulers and against those who would do them harm. The most devout man named Indra has pledged himself to undertake the leadership of the order in order to preserve their way of life. And now the chosen of Ashoka. to safeguard the teachings of the Buddha. Many have banded together to form a new holy order. They named themselves the Chosen of Ashoka, after the great emperor of the same name, guided by the leadership of a cunning warrior named Sembhaji. The order vowed to be the sword of any Buddhist ruler struggling against foreign conquerors and turn the tide of battle. This is the Chosen Ashoka part, the Buddhist holder. This is partly the reason why I want the Tocharians to be part of the new empire we will form one day. And they have to remain Buddhist. No Zoroastrian Tocharians. Because you may never know if one of them becomes a member, or some of them becomes a holy commander, then we may put him to some use. Since we have no holy orders, and we should take advantage of a Buddhist one. How big is your Kangen? No can do. Oh, wait a minute, that was that car. That's the bigger one. Not to mention Manichaean. But still, we're both Mazdans. Curious about your faith. Hopefully you will become sympathetic to Eastern religions. Alright, he was happy to tell me more about the Buddhist faith, while not sparing a few questions for him about being a Zoroastrian. We ended up a very interesting theological discussion. This is wonderful. So, I did not pick up his sympathy, and neither has he. Ranisa loses her stewardship, but gains the marshal. And thanks to that Chinese strategist that's still here, she's picked up Way of the Tiger. She can get the troops moving faster than I. You know, I think she's becoming too precious to, to lose, so I'm gonna donate my armor to you. That's right. The splint mail armor that belonged to Vishtas will go to you. I'm in no need of the armor. Because, once we form the Empire, we will start having quality 3 armor and... Shoot! Hope you'd earned your pay, girl. That threw me off. Not that one. That one's too small. They're at it again. By the way, these are all line of light cavalry and some archers. We're strong enough to take them on ourselves, can't we? I mean, I wish we had more, retinue. But there is no shame in picking up vassal troops to, further assist. I don't want to raise my domain troops anymore because we need to make some money. Yikes. Hold here. Moral authority's been going down because they keep looting our temples. Or someone's temple, for that matter. Partial control. Anyways, we'll deal with the Manichaeans soon enough. Come on, combine strength, everybody. No, it's fine. Don't need any more competition. An ambitious, possessed person would be a bad one. may never know she'll go nuts and be killing all her sisters. Apparently our retinue can just do the job just fine. Alright. Get back to there. Apparently we can take on the rebels ourselves. Just only the retinue can, because our cavalry will devastate them. And I wish we had further income, because more prosperity and... too bad this Emperor's going to be around for a long time to keep them isolated unless we force open, which would be a bad idea. That would mean war. Or alternatively, and I would consider it as a happier alternative to me, become a tributary to them. So that way they can open up. Alright, let's check out our Tocharian neighbor. Who the hell are you? What happened? I mean, he's the guy we're looking for. And stalled by faction demand. It's too bad he can never come to court, otherwise I would have pushed that claim right away. But you're not married yet. I mean, maybe in theory, like once I marry you, then... I mean, you do have a strong claim, inheritable. So this may come to some use to us in the future. So anyways, yeah. You're not going to be one for diplomacy. No, Shahzadeh. How much is for another castle? We could spend another, but we'll be nearly out of money. Incompetent ruler, so there might be an uprising in our hands. But just build it. That'll be done next year. That's all we can do. And as long as you keep organized army, just lowers the retinue maintenance costs and try to collect some taxes around here. Oh hell. Let's help them out. War is more important. I hope you know that. I mean, you have all the bloodlines. That's what makes you a better fighter. Come here. You need to prove your worth. Big bang. I got him. Ah, it's you. The large kingdom that's in quite a disarray. I'm sure you probably want an alliance despite all this. No? That's unfortunate of you. If you don't surrender, then maybe your son will. And after all, you are the traitor to the nation 3 times. And I took all your stuff. So, who's the winner now, huh? Sure, why not? Bukhara is the home of the Kayani dynasty. But stop spending so much money. We need to make more. So all we have to do is make up to about 1,000 gold, and then we'll start creating titles. Titles such as Kingdom of Urgos, Zadzu, and this would lead to Turan Empire formation. And we'll figure out how can we get the Tocharians into our empire. Although there are a few Tocharians that do live here. Well, what I mean is to vassalize them. Take them away from Chinese control. while we try to, you know, build relations with one another with him. I just want to know how you're doing. I can see you're coughing. He was really touched, my concern. Assured me that I'll be the first to receive news about his health, for better or worse. And you'll be dealt with next. She picked up Lightfoot Leader. Alright, I'll take it. Maybe she'll become a marauder one day like me. We're gonna catch him. There's room for improvement. You're the new shield maiden. Okay, they left because they're no longer hostile. Anyone else? No? Good. Return. She hasn't dueled anybody else yet, but if there's any, then it's most likely going to be Turan. Blast it. Now it's just going to be bankrupt for a while. Now it's going to take us a longer time to get us to... If you want to be book dumb, go for it. I ain't going to stop you. That's right, turn around. You wouldn't want to be here. Too bad these are all landed characters, but... Do any of them have worth something? The old Tang artwork. And if we arrest this man, he's got the old seamless robe of Jesus. That came from the old Nestorians that think they're all gone now. There are no Nestorians. Sogdiana anymore, are there? So, again, no Nestorians. They're all gone. Actually, there is one, but that's for court decisions. That would be of a rare occasion. Yeah, Persian Nestorians often come in as court decisions. We don't know how long he's been around, but it's not worth much. Because this is largely a Zoroastrian country. No Nestorians. Used to be, but they're all gone now. All because of that one man who was not of our dynasty ruled Sogdiana for a time. Because of elective rules. A duel for honor against a man from the Academy. I don't know about you, you're a master schemer. You'll probably put poison on me if you got issues with me, but... Remember, for honor, no fooling around. Got him. We have a lot of heavy infantry in this army, so up the melee techniques. And I'll get the majesty up. Because, you know, increases court size and lowers the short Rainier's penalty. And a little more piety and prestige gain. What the hell are you doing with the Tingri pagans? Now you're gonna have an uprising over there. And I ain't gonna like it. Now we need to save up. Oh wait, it's still being built. You forgot. You already got the castles part. Focus on making money for titles. That's the reason why I switched the focus to business, which it doesn't seem to be working much. Even though somebody's been spreading some bad rumors about me. The long period of unrest and sporadic popular uprisings in China's turned to a full-blown civil war. Many think that the emperor, the Jurchen emperor who came in recently, he's weak and lost the mandate of heaven. Even he cowers at Kaifeng. Massive rebel armies are on the move, attacking loyalist strongholds. Still, the rebels have not yet gathered under a single leader. Different factions are even fighting each other. Silk Road profits are hobbled, and tributary states can use this opportunity to break free. China will not be able to assist them, should they be attacked anyways. A house divided. Maybe it's the old Chinese loyalists that want to overthrow their Khagan. We can't get rid of the old man, but he is their commander. And it's this woman who will lead the country, who's of an Afghan culture. She was raised Afghan, which was due to the mother. I think she may convert to Tocharian culture soon because of living there. Satrapy of Dagestan? Oh yeah, that's an independent state. Zunbil's at it again. But they're weaker. And they got a different war. Khagan. Ah, the Afghan Khaganate. Right. It's Baba Kayani who has this claim. Won't matter. He's gonna die off anyhow. He has no children. Alliance broken down. Wait till you reach 1,000. And spend little if you have to. And we got so much. Here we go. Got so much renown that it'll be useful for a future war against China for the Tocharian territory. War sacrifice, lodge commanders if need be. But do not forget to hold that festival in the fall, and then start a war against China in the next year at the earliest. I got some diplomacy skill. Prince, you will have that kingdom one day. If we can somehow... Damn, for a prince, you offer this much. I mean, after all, you probably come from a long line of merchants. Sorta. And the line goes further back. Yeah, basically a merchant ancestry runs it through the Tocharian family then. How could we not? I wish we can get you in, push that claim, but we have to defeat China in the process, then we're good. Or alternatively, Holy War, and replace him with another Tocharian Buddhist that lives in Sogdiana. Well, we're about to start making titles soon. Adopted feudalism. Told you, girl, war's more important. What tree did you just pick up? Homosexual. Oh, great. A possessed and homosexual. Ah. That's why you're not heir. That's why we abolished the elected. Okay. Before you jump there, make money now, alright? And remember, some of the tax is due to stewardship skill. That's why I had to get it up a bit. Daughter, who's your lover? That man. Ought to have you killed for this. But don't name it after me. I'll bet, you know, she's sickly. If she dies, well then that's her own damn fault for being seduced to a man like him. I can't arrest him because he serves under him. It's finished. And I guess you'll probably want that. Kolchkar is the name of the place. Yeah, we'll soon reach 1,000 gold and start spending on titles. But that includes these two kingdoms here. But for the Dejor part of it, I just noticed. Actually, we need to hold on to, you know, creating such titles. Because, let's talk about them in Karen etiquette. Because this will turn it to Sogdian territory officially. As we know that it's ran by a Sogdian. Sardaya, the territory itself, is technically Sogdian. Let's not get carried away. So, a smaller kingdom, about as small as this one, will be more manageable. Duel for honor? Let's do it. So, hold on the creation of the Empire for at least 2 more years. 930 will be the year that the Empire will be created. Whoa, whoa. Okay, we made you diligent. Thank you very much. Happy I could help, but we got a battle going on. Hey. Where the hell did the Shieldmaidens go? I received a letter from him praising both my beauty and combat prowess. Oh, I remember a love letter? The servant enemy nods. Guess he already has women throwing themselves at him. The girl shifts uncomfortably as I'm rereading the words over and over. Listen, I'm too old for you, as much as you're old yourself. So I would rather pretend that I never received these news. You're a poor duelist. I'll give you this chance, girl arm. Nearly destroyed a retinue. I thought you were back in the flanks. Now it's going to take a while. And you like the choice of the opponent. Thank you. You'll get married soon enough. As a matter of fact, you'll get married when the Empire is formed, in 2 years. So we're saving that money a little more. And what can we invest? Oh, yes. It's a little bit. A little bit helps. Tax income. And there's no more. We'll make all that money back in 2 years, don't you worry. Don't go crazy. Oh, no, we got him coming. Get ready to jump him. I know he's going to do it. Told you! Get him! Everybody! Chief of Kalem. Yeah, that's Tengri. And there's that man who's from that cognate. I could say to him, if this happens, well, we're gonna have to beat him up. Liberate the territory. Shahzadeh Kayan. You became merciless, didn't you? Yes. Good. It taught you well. And your training continues. Oh yes, since, you know, we need more loyalists. And you have been doing nothing to help. Oh, refused revocation? Oh. No, 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 no. Oh, god dang it. When it says have peace, would that mean white peace? Oh no, he needs to go down. He can get rid of it. That's because he's Tengri. The predecessor was a Zoroastrian. He was a settler and converted to Zoroastrianism, and now we're gonna kick him out. Let him duke it out. I think inviting Prince Pryadev, Pryadev is how you say your name, into an activity we can do together to help us grow closer. I'm not entirely sure what kind of activity I should suggest. So, he's a man of money. He's a money man. Just a prince. Comes from a long line of merchants. I mean, I'm more of a hunter, but I'm in business. Festival in Samarkand might catch his fancy. I'll invite him to a local festival. If he's willing to come. Incoming. All kinds of sights can be seen as we walk through the streets of Samarkand. Masked jugglers and people having fun all around us. I decided to show the local Hezmage to top it off. Hope he will have fun. I mean, you're a sturdy man. Trusting us. So, yeah, he's a nice guy. Little prince. It's going to start a little later. At the start, we're having fun as we walk through the hedge maze, but at some point, I start losing track where we are. I get to a crossroad and not sure which path I have to take to get us out. Honest is not good, at least for members of the Warrior Lodge, but humble is. So I confidently take a path and hope for the best. I decide to try my luck. This has a lower chance of success, but Pryadev will not know that I have no idea where we are. Oh, wait a minute, that loses humble. And lose humble, but the game. Well, I already got so much renown. It's not that big of a deal. But it is a big deal when you have a game of fighting. We turned a corner and finally found the exit. I let out a small chuckle as I confidently show Pryadev we've indeed gotten out of here. It could have been worse, right? Kill them all. Keep at it. By the way, it doesn't appear you picked up more. One day you're going to be dueling for honors. Maybe you and I should duel together. Mother and daughter. Alright. Money is flowing into our coffers. As he readies to leave Samarkand, Priya tells me how much fun the festival was. And I feel like we've grown somewhat closer after the incident in the maze. Happy to oblige. I mean, we could have been both honest, and we would be much friendly relations. Yeah, soon Fergana will kick these guys out of there. Oh, I know what to spend next for this year, but it's going to be on a minimum basis. And I assume they succeeded. Yep. Even though I want nothing to do with that area. those silk trade posts. You know, we're not getting any money out of it, but we can at least still improve it. Silk trade posts. These rudimentary trade offices increases the retinue size slightly. So let's take advantage of this while we can. And then when the road is open, start building the trade posts again. Oh yeah, it used to be nomadic land, and it's just... Yeah. Oh, and don't forget up there. It's of course formerly nomadic land. Basically, we control most of the northern Silk Route. But China gets to hold these two, and they get the riches. Well, they're building another. But that's in Tocharian territory, yes? Yes. But they're currently being raided by raiders. His hands are full. Because after the creation of the Empire, then we should divert our funds to increase our retinue size to try to get it up to 2,500. Which I believe that's the most ideal. Oh yes, the possessed one. I guess you want to be a Shieldmaiden too, as you are already good at this sort of thing. Well, you'll be waiting. You just wait until the Warrior Lodge calls you in. I know Chatus has not. I don't do anything that I would regret. You'll have the position. Okay, hopefully you get rid of him. Because he refused revocation, therefore traded to the satrapy. And you probably want to revoke him before, you know, he dies of depression, and then this would leave the realm. Keep it going. You don't need all that diplomacy skill because men will judge you of how ugly you are. I'm sorry, I'm just stating facts. Saddle up. Taking the long route. Till January of next year. This will become part of Sogdiana, not Orgos. Orgos is too big of a kingdom because that's comparatively of our size. So we want to control a little bit of that, even though this is a much poorer area. But nonetheless. Ah, daughter Shadok. Hey, tell you what. Before you get married to this prince here, I should make you Shieldmaiden as well, and then you get to serve under him. So that way, she can be his protector. But that's just me fantasizing of what their marriage life is going to be like. Oh, here's the wrong screen. Kartal. It sounds familiar, and yet, where is it? Oh, don't tell me it's down there. No, it ain't. Where's Kartal? I mean, we know that's already there. Kartal. Oh, that one. Station himself there. The Joms Vikings. A band of Irish Vikings have established a warrior brotherhood in Volgas along the Baltic coast, based in a castle known as Jomsborg. These Joms Vikings are devoted to Thor, Odin, and the other Norse gods. They brook no quarter on the battlefield and will permit only the strongest and ablest warriors amongst their number. Though there are those who would dismiss them as simple brigands, the Jaws Vikings are vowed to defend all Norse lands being encroached by Christendom or other foreign religions. Let's hope those zealots steer clear of us, even though they cannot raid us because we're a landlocked country. No. Finally, well, she has been depressed for a while, but now the cancer got her. We salute to you. You are the inspiration for all the Sogdian women who aspire to be shield maidens. Nana Kurushik, the daughter of Shah Krush, is the first shield maiden of Sogdiana. And now, my daughters are the new generation of shield maidens, ready to serve and die for our country. Yeah, I keep saying such things because, one would think that the Sogdians were probably a fierce, warlike, independent people back in ancient times. I mean, that's what they said when Alexander the Great went up to there during the Battle of Sogdian Rock. Before, the Sogdians were later better known for their merchants, silk road merchants. It was good meeting a new friend. He was so struck by my generosity and kindness as a host that just before departing, he told me how he feels at dinner with me. How kind of him! I got a favor from him. I wish we could invite you to court, but we cannot. We can. Again, you have no reason to be there. Look, there's nothing for you here, but we can bring you here. I mean, you have the right to rule. Shot him over there. But they took your kingdom, but we have the power to put you back into place. But the question is, where we can land you. We became fast friends. And soon, you will be married to this woman, and therefore we have a good relationship in the Empire, and when she grows up and becomes human, she'll be your protector. She'll be your bodyguard. Not as your wife, but, yeah. Again, you're a sturdy man, so you're pretty good, but you're not a good fighter yourself. That's the reason why I need you to get out of here before, they'll make a commander out of you. Because the Tocharians and those guys have been lacking good commanders, at least for now. Yeah, he's been on a journey in Samarkand, but now he gets to live here, despite the fact that he's a Buddhist, but we get along. He's gonna be the man that we must invest and to protect. Protect him from assassins. Because, he was the former. We're not going to make him Zoroastrian. He will remain. And by the way, what's your skill? You make a better steward than my current one, who's envious, which I do not like in a person. But, as I said, we're friends now. Yes, a confident host. So, does this mean that claiming Khotan, yes, we can do it, but not right now. We still got an empire to form next year. So just stick around. And while they're at it, I'll give you a minor title. Let me see. Well, figuring you are a man of such towns, I'm thinking about making you a trade master to the realm. Like, spend the next couple of years here being a trade master, which subsequently it makes him join the Great Trade League. Again, his family comes from a long line of merchants, so I thought, why don't you become one yourself? And just make our economy boom here before we put you in there and your service as... Okay, here's what's going to happen. I don't think landing him would be that. We can make them independent, and then subsequently we'll vassalize them. That's what's going to happen. Those plans will be implemented in the next episode or so. At least that's what I think. But beware of religious uprisings. Just save up some money, alright? We're getting closer. I took a good look at myself and thought about my weaknesses and strengths. After many hours of soul searching, I realized I have many strengths, but more weaknesses, as I'm back to being humble. No. Well, I could have given him that worthless little county there, but no, because that would be... Okay. Make up your mind. We do have the prestige to vassalize an entire kingdom. So just get ready. This area will become part of Sogdiana, and then we're going to create the kingdoms, and then the empire. But the real question is, are we ready for China? After 100 years under the shadow of Sogdiana, the satrapy of Sogdiana is no longer a de jure part of the Kingdom of Ogos. So, see now? If this was still an elective monarchy, that means these guys now get to vote. See, we made the kingdom smaller. Same size as that. But the future Tocharian Kingdom, under our empire, will be the largest. Or just as large as us. And so that's what I imagine for this empire. A Sogdian West and a Tocharian East. That's what I wanted. Zoroastrian here. Some Zoroastrian there. But it will remain largely Buddhist. In which we can use them to sway to pick up the sympathy. If need be. Plus they're good people. They've been living on the Silk Road since time immemorial. Okay, now. Let's do it. Create this kingdom. Shadam, I should say. And then we create this Shadam. And now, the creation of the Empire of Turan. On the very beginning of 930 is the year that the Empire of Turan has been founded. It uses the same flag as Sogdiana. So, here it is. And they call me Empress. There you have it. It is now Turan. But it could also be known by alternate names, like Empire of Turan or Turan Empire. Other alternative names we would use interchangeably is the Sogdian Empire, like Persian Empire, and or name it after our dynasty, the Kayanian Empire, because of our house Kayani. So, take it off at the moment. This is what the crown looks like, even though it's a little bloody at the moment. That's what a crown of an empress looks like. And here, if you look closely, is a crown of the Shah, the King of Kings. But they call me Empress instead of the Queen of Queens, I guess. So yeah, this shield maiden has become the Queen of Queens. Now we need another loyalist advisor. I guess it could be you, as you are the heir to the tribe, as well as I'm the heir of that satrapy there. So the deed is done. Now all I have to do is, well, switch back on the war focus to increase our levy size a bit more. Because next episode, we got to get this one. Oh, excuse me. Now that I'm an empire, I mean, we can declare de jure claimant wars, but we can't get the whole kingdom. But if we win this one, we would give this prince that we've invited. He will gain the whole Khanate, but will remain independent until we vassalize them, which would be the best idea. But he'll still be happy with me. Because for now, I want his first few years in Sogdiana to be our trade master. Because, you know, we got to put your talent to use. And plus, you're qualified more than this old guy. And the heir is an Afghan woman, a total foreigner. As I said before, you will have your kingdom back. It's just that I think I've said enough. So let me just go to this character one more time through here. So you will be the trade master, so he will join a great trade league and will trade goods for me. A trade master with a negative opinion of his liege may turn to criminal activities. Oh, we don't want that. It also enables several character decisions that can be found by right-clicking on my trade master. These decisions will allow me to manage what my trade master will focus on. So he will like me even more. He will have a good monthly salary and monthly prestige. So just get into business in the your new job in the newly created empire. So he's the trade master now, and is the newest member of the Great Trade League. And as you can see here, I can focus him on investing goods, which he doesn't have any trade goods now. I could invest him on making a profit, just to, you know. Well, I think it could be useful, yeah, especially during the war with China, where he's going to want a little bit more money, and then, and he can use that money to, oh, I don't know, increase his infrastructure of this poorly neglected country. Especially, it's going to be more war-ridden. More war-ridden. Mouthful. And, minor title. And the other option is toggle fund requests, in which, if I'm running out of money, then I can request some money off, if need be. And now that I'm an empire, we need to increase our size more if we were to create an imperial academy around here. And I gotta repay that loan some of these days. Some of these days? One of these days. Well, we can get rid of some if they got any. A little bit. So don't go to war with China yet. I think it's probably going to take another, I don't know, few years or so. And I think it's about time for you to get married. I mean, too bad she already has him, this prince and trade master. So he'll be working as a, you could say, a merchant around here for a while before we put him here. So he's the merchant prince now. I've said enough about this situation. Now what's wrong with you? Fabricated claim on Thomas. Oh, I don't mind that. There's no other ways to make money other than, well, I'm going to have to start giving more money to him, so. And remember, there's a civil war going on. Let's just hope they'll have a new dynasty and open up China, a more peaceable China. So, welcome to the new empire. Oh! I have to give away the kingdom titles. So, who's more qualified? Is the question. Is it you? I'm looking by skill. You're a kinslayer. Or is it you, who is the less skilled, but he wants it on the council? He likes me more, despite the kinslayer. Or this man who's... yeah. He's good. He's my treasury guard. You will have that music. I'll figure out that pronunciation. You will hold this kingdom, this Shahdom. So now you're the Shah of the region. That would mean I have to pick someone in the council. Now, who wants to run Urgos? Too young. No heir. He's got an heir, but he's craven and he's got the gout, so might as well be you. You're the new Shah of this region. Yeah. Now it's much easier to manage. And once we take over the old Tocharian Kingdom, then that means he will govern not only this, but also the Shaka people too. And again, I have a habit of calling the saga Shaka because that's an alternate name. I picked up that pronunciation when I had interest in Indian history. Now we need a new Chancellor and a new Astabat. Oh, not you. You're too good for this. He's a loyalist, and we need another loyalist advisor. Which might as well be you, because you're suffering the gout, because I feel guilty about you. And under this new empire, we'll implement a vote. Oh no, it's too even. Because I need to increase that marginal status of women, so women can be spy masters, if need be. Of course, you were never of any help. He's gonna hate me for this. We need another loyalist. Marzuban of Kiva. Now let's implement the vote. Yeah. We have revolutionized female warriors in this land. Now the status of women has increased a bit. My liege, the ever-improving economy of this realm makes goods more expensive. I must humbly request some more funds for trading. How much? Oh, half? Oh, by the way, you are living in territory. I don't think there's a resource here. Not in Samarkand, but there's a couple of good ones. Sure, I'll give you money. And, matter of fact, just one more thing. I'll keep tabs on you. Remember, you are important to me. And the castle towns have been built, so more taxes. The son of the evil ones? That's the name of your evil god? Huh. And of course we can't form an alliance. Not a chance. Marginal status of women. So women are allowed to be spy masters. Because I want to get rid of my cousin. But there are no good, intriguing women out here right now. And the realm has prospered. Now there are no more focuses. What else can we do for a time? Please remember, since I switched to war focus, the domain size of the levies have to go up a bit more. Daughter Nana. Let's duel for honor, but don't go crazy, because I see that you are possessed. Wait a minute. Since you're homosexual, does that mean you have a higher opinion towards me, the sex appeal enough? No. I'm too old for her, the homosexual way, because Zoroastrians. Oh, wait a minute, you misread. That's not duel for honor, that's recruiting in a warrior lodge. It says recruit your children, yeah. I'm about to end this episode, because clearly I need to give myself a rest. Because next episode, we have no choice but to go to war with China. We do have the strength, we do have the courage to take them on. Including the skills of my Shieldmaiden daughters. Destruction of the House of Wisdom. The last attack on Baghdad felled the great city. This great institution has been sacked and its books destroyed. It is said that the river now runs black with ink. Oh, to humanity, what happened up there? What the? Zoroastrians? How'd you do that? Has it been around? I think there may have been a Zoroastrian uprising and he won. Zealous scholar. Yep. Zoroastrian uprising. They came from Kurdistan and made their way back down to Baghdad. Well, congratulations. You stuck it up to the Muslims. One more time. Well, they're Shia Muslims mainly. Well, they're not going to last long, so we can't support them. So I've been loyal to my patron for some time. Perhaps it is time to find a new spiritual guide. It's a Meritat. I'll keep it because of the health. So it served me well. We'll stop in September because that's the first month for the Jeshanit Sadid Festival, which we're going to need all the morale that we can to fight against the Chinese army. Why not? I don't know her very well. And more retinue size, which I wish there is a time. I guess you had a sack of grain and you removed it, so that means you sold it. Unless there was a mission where they tell you, we need some grain. And he's like, very well. Yeah, the Merchant Prince. Renewed jihad. Uh-oh. I think those Kurds, I remember. If anyone who's not a Muslim control any of their holy sites, including Baghdad, this has just started. So let's end the episode with this. Renewed jihad. The House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. In response, His Magnificence, Caliph Rasul, the Shia Caliph, has declared that an era of renewed jihad is upon the world. The core regions of Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim men should prepare to join ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This signals a renewed era of Islamic expansion. This is some disturbing news. Oh, you want to teach her something? My messengers tell me a traveler recently arrived in the Emba steppe. How the hell did you get away from all over there? He's requesting an audience. Claims to be a renowned teacher who will impart his knowledge to one of my children. Come on in. A traveling teacher bows before me and says, I humbly greet the illustrious Nazgol of the Empire of Turin. My name is Jed Chujun. I don't know if that's correct. And I come up with an offer. For a modest sum, I'll be willing to impart my many skills to your daughter, Chinanech. For a scholar of both Confucian classics and surgery. No need for that stuff, so... Can you teach her at least to read faster? It's the cheaper option. Nakshab is fully prosperous. The Bektashi order. A Sufi sect of dervishes have arisen under the leadership of a certain Haji Baktashwali, a mystic from Khorasan. Striving for unity of being, Bektashis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of the inner meaning of the Quran. The Bektashi order is warlike and especially popular amongst Sunni Muslim soldiers. The order is sworn to protect Islam and to combat infidels and polytheists of all kinds. Mystic soldiers, yeah. Remember, stop at September. But first, let's do some arm wrestling. I'm good at this. I easily slam his fist and insult him. You got a problem with that? That's what I thought. Alright, we'll stop here, because on the next episode, we don't know if the time is right, but that time will be coming soon. We have to liberate the Tocharian territory. Unfortunately, she's taken a life of seduction, and the Merchant Prince here needs that kingdom back. And we're going to give it to him. So not only we're going to drive her out of there, but we have to defeat the Jurchens in the process. So get ready for quite possibly another costly war, which you could say financially we are not ready for this, but let's just hope that luck will play out in the next episode. But we're trying not to rush it because we have to get everybody in a position first. So we hope you'll join us in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.